Dobardan, Divine Pisces, 222. It is Friday, May 22nd, 2020. I'm doing energy check-in for the Twin Flames today. So we got going on. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, definitely. Like the 5D, I feel like just in general, the 5D connections are just growing at this point. And I know somebody actually mentioned on a video from this morning, possibly, or yesterday, about how the stronger the 5D connection gets, it's like it feels like the weaker the 3D connection gets. While that, I don't necessarily feel it's getting weaker. I just definitely feel that the 5D aspect is the whole point anyway. And so that the 5D union is really kind of in full swing right now. Okay, so a lot of you might be getting, I want to say, like, probably feeling the pull. I've been feeling the pull really strong today for the first time in a really long time. Okay, but definitely dream messages and things like that, like 5D communication in general, getting a lot of that from your counterpart. I do feel a lot of us have been feeling really, really stuck in the 3D just in general by a lot of things, you know, maybe stuck in our mission, just forward movement, not feeling like it's actually happening right now with a lot of us. You know, a lot of it's just happening in the 5D, okay? And that's not necessarily a bad thing, okay? Maybe you're getting some downloads on what you need to do with your mission. Maybe you're getting some downloads on what you need to do next just in general, about a karmic situation or whatever situation that you're in, okay? But a lot of you have just been trying to control the situation in the 3D, and that's what's been keeping you stuck too. Okay, so really pay attention to what Source is telling you here. And I definitely feel a lot of, still, Divine Masculine is definitely going through awakenings right now, really feeling pushed to move forward in their own path here. Some of them are taking some action as far as their karmic situations go. Some of them are taking action as far as their mission goes. But most of them, you know, just in general, a lot of us are releasing illusion right now. And I know I discussed in the last couple of weeks this confusion energy that's been coming in. A lot of us are getting to that point where we're releasing, and that's good. A lot of us are seeing things for what they truly are and releasing the illusions that we have attached to them, but also releasing the expectations that others have attached to us, which creates illusion itself as well. Okay, so that's actually really good. A lot of you releasing illusion within the connection too. Still kind of going through that right now. Like a lot of you coming to some serious realizations about your connection right now. Whether good, bad, what, you know, however you want to perceive that, it's happening and it's bringing growth. Okay, so taking a look at Divine Masculine. Okay, so Divine Masculine's kind of still stuck with some karma here. Still feeling stuck in some karma. But he's triggered to remove that block. Like a lot of them just don't want to be in the situations that they're in anymore, and they know that. They don't want to be there. They just don't. They just don't. You know, they're seeing things for what they are. They're seeing it as a codependent situation. It's not a happy situation. A lot of them, it doesn't bring them joy, not really. You know, there might be bits and pieces that bring them joy, but it's like they're using that as a coping mechanism to kind of survive the situation that they're in. You know, whether it's a family situation, whether, you know, it's a job, what have you. It's like they're overcompensating in some areas of the situation, you know, because they feel like that's going to keep it together. But again, you know, Divine Masculine knows they don't want to be there, but at the same time, they're still holding on to it. Divine Masculine's all over the place. They want to release it, but they feel like they can't. I'm telling you, they feel incredibly weighed down by a lot of this. They feel incredibly weighed down by decision. A lot of them don't want to make a decision, you know, because they feel like damned if they do, damned if they don't kind of a thing, which is throwing them off balance. It's keeping them, again, it's keeping them stuck. It's keeping them stuck, okay? So stuck energy coming back in again, but we know that the toxicity in the situation is very real, okay? And they're waking up to that. They've been waking up to that for a while. It's like they're just kind of burying their heads in the sand at this point. You know, maybe there's a lot of money tied up in some of these situations. Maybe they're codependent on somebody and they're afraid they're going to be by themselves and they don't want to be by themselves. Could be an emotional codependency, you know, not just financial, you know, the whole idea of wanting desiring freedom, desiring the ability to be self-sufficient, but feeling like they don't have the strength to do that on their own. Okay. There's a lot of back and forth with Divine Masculine. It's like Divine Masculine makes strides, you know. He makes a lot of strides and then it's like one step back. Alright, let's take a look at Divine Feminine. How are you mirroring today? Divine Feminine still, there's something that Divine Feminine needs to say. There's something that Divine Feminine is holding herself back from saying. Yeah, it's like she feels like if she says it, it's going to create a serious domino effect. I love this representation here. Like, it's like Divine Feminine is just like, okay, how long can I how long can I mentally manipulate the situation? You know, so that the tower doesn't fall. Gee, you know, how are we mirroring today? Divine Masculines, how can I manipulate the situation so that nobody's upset with me? How can I manipulate the situation so that I'm not left on my own, having to fend for myself? Divine Feminine's like, how can I not speak what I need to speak? Lest the entire tower comes down. Why are you avoiding a tower, Divine Feminine? Why? You know, especially as regards third-party situation. I'm getting a lot of third-party situations right now. Okay, but yeah, Divine Feminine also just kind of sitting here in this karmic cycle going, I can't make a decision. I don't know what to do. It's like she's praying for a tower, but at the same time she's afraid to speak what she needs to speak in order to bring the tower about. A tower may be the only way out, Divine Feminine. The tower may be the only way out. Okay? And when you create a tower, when you have a tower for you, sometimes it creates a tower for someone else. So yes, there is a domino effect about to happen. Okay, so if you have a tower about to happen and you trigger that tower and it falls down, it may trigger another tower for someone else. And that's what was supposed to happen. You're there to catalyze each other. So if, you know, especially if you're in a situation with someone else, like a close situation, maybe like a partnership or, you know, even the twin flame connection itself. When you go through that tower, it may cause Divine Masculine to go through his tower and to release what he needs to release. Okay, so stop holding yourself back. There's a reason why this is happening right now. Okay, so don't sit there and try to... You can't avoid it. You can't. You can't. You can prolong it. You can prolong it to a certain point. Okay? But you can't avoid it. You can't. Okay? So stop sitting here thinking 3D in the 3D. Some of you are just stuck thinking 3-dimensionally. That's your problem. You're thinking 3-dimensionally and not 5-dimensionally. Does that make sense? So you're still sitting there in the 3D going, well, if I do this, this is going to happen. Sure, yeah, but think about the bigger picture. Don't overthink it, obviously, but consider the bigger picture. Okay? If you're supposed to have a tower and it's supposed to trigger somebody else, maybe that tower from that other person is going to trigger somebody else. It is a domino effect. Okay? It's kind of like the butterfly effect. Okay? But yeah, there's just so much the Divine Feminine has not released. And look, oh my gosh, look at this. We've got the Devil at the end of Divine Masculine, Devil at the end of Divine Feminine. Mirroring, I'm telling you, big time. So Divine Feminine sitting here still holding on to some toxicity in her situation, not releasing it the way that she should be. Why? Why? Is this the connection that you're not releasing? Is this possibly a soulmate situation you're not releasing? Some inner child stuff you're not releasing? Because this is actually a little girl here in this mirror, okay? So maybe some inner child stuff you're not releasing here. Some inner child codependencies. Inner child, some toxicity that's coming up maybe from your childhood that you're not releasing. Maybe there's a tower that's actually related to this inner child stuff that's coming up now. You cannot avoid it. You can't. You can't. Okay? So just release it. Let it go. Let it happen. Enjoy the ride. Install your airbags. The ride's going to be bumpy. Okay? Alright, let's take a look at the connecting energies. Just... Sorry, it's funny. It's only funny because, like I said, sometimes I feel like I'm talking to myself. I need to take my own advice sometimes. Yeah, look, some of you are refusing to rebuild. Some of you are... Okay. Some of you are refusing to accept the fact that this connection, your connection, is rebuilding itself in the 5D. But some of you are still stuck in the 3D here. Some of you are still like, well, it's not happening in the 3D. I don't see anything happening in 3D. That's because it's in the 5D. So it's like it's like you're refusing to see that it actually is rebuilding itself right now. The connection is rebuilding itself, but you're not looking at it that way for some reason. And that could be why there's this confusion energy again. So like it's like the 5D doesn't match the 3D. And so that's bringing in what? Confusion. Uncertainty. Doubt. Which what? Brings in fear. Fear. Right? So the connection itself, I mean, guys, I've been saying this for a while. The 5D aspect of the connection is rebuilding itself. It's repairing itself. Now, some of you have always had a really strong 5D connection with your counterpart. I know this is true for me. Our 5D connection is incredibly strong, always has been, even before I met him. Don't even, it didn't make sense until it all clicked one day, right? So some of you, this is nothing new. This is nothing new. But for some of you, this is a tower itself. It's like you're still trying to connect the dots in the 3D, and you're not understanding the whole point of union here really is the 5D. Okay? That's how it works. It starts from the inside. It's inside out work, okay? Right? So energetically, you find that connection. You're in that connection. That's whether it's psychic connection, you want to call it a psychic connection, that's fine. Let's just call it a psychic connection, okay? With your counterpart, all right? Energetically, they are helping you, okay? They could be helping you with your mission. They might be bringing up stuff that's triggering you to heal by showing you maybe something that's happening in their life, or, even some stuff that may have happened in in a past life or in their childhood, whatever. Okay, it's all coming up for a reason. They're helping you. Okay, so whether or not you're actually in communication with your counterpart in the 3D, it doesn't matter. You're in communication with them in the 5D. So where's the confusion at? Release this, okay? Some of you, these illusions that that are being shattered around you right now are surrounding your, I'm talking to Divine Feminine specifically, are surrounding your Divine Masculine. Okay? Again, some of you, it's like the 5D doesn't match the 3D. But you have to remember that the 3D is an illusion. Okay? The energy that you share is real. The things that you're seeing are real. Okay? Don't sit there and overthink them, because you're just going to get yourself trapped in that confusion cycle again. Okay, you've got to release it. You've got to. And see, this card, this is the King of Pentacles, but see, you've got the devil, you've got kind of like a devil character here. Okay, and then you kind of got a young man here. Okay, it's almost like this is Divine Masculine here, fighting off his demons and his inner child. Okay, but we've got to release that. Okay, we have to release the illusion that nothing is happening. Because it is happening. Right? I mean, and it's bringing up a lot of emotions right now. It is, right? But it's also bringing in stagnation. Like, some of you just feel so stuck. And it's because you haven't released something. There's something you have to release. And this is the 5 of Cups, and it's in reverse. But you have the 2 of Cups here. And you've got the 3 of Cups here. And Divine Feminine, you have, what? The 3 of Inspiration here, okay? All right. So look at these 3s. There's some emotion regarding a third-party situation that has not been released yet. This is in the connection, okay? It has to be released. There's something that needs to be released in order for the stagnation to not continue. It needs to stop, right? But there's something that emotionally that needs to be dealt with here. Okay, so a lot of emotion coming up in the connection right now. And it's really, honestly, a lot of it's just triggered from this confusion energy, which you can get out of at any time. Stop overthinking it, guys. Just stop. Stop. Let the tower fall. Just let it fall. You can't control it. You can't stop it. Okay? It just is what it is. Also, some of you may be confused because maybe you're not feeling the sexual energy as strongly as you used to. Okay, with that Knight of Wands in reverse. All right, some of you may be confused by that. All right, somebody may have put a block up. Maybe you put a block up. Maybe your higher self put a block up there. Okay. All right, so just keep that in mind. And it could be your counterpart. Your counterpart could have blocked that off. All right, some messages from your counterpart. Yeah. I don't even need to say anything. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Okay. Just said that. Some of you are confused by the sexual energy. There might be more sexual energy coming in. So take it as it resonates. Some of you just might be confused in general about the connection itself. Some of you, I'm telling you, some of you are going to find out your person's not your person. And it's going to throw you for a loop. Okay? And you know what? It's fine. If they aren't, release it. They did what they were supposed to do. They were supposed to be in your life for a reason. They're supposed to catalyze you so that you woke up and make you ready for your person if your person is in fact incarnated in this lifetime. You know, some people, their person has already passed. Okay? So keep that in mind. It happens. Okay. All right, so messages and advice from... Take your power back, guys. Stop. Stop sitting in this toxicity, guys. Stop it. Stop. Get your power back. Get your groove back. Yeah, bring yourself back into balance. This instability, this confusion energy and this instability, it serves no purpose. It serves no purpose. Okay, do some grounding meditations. Get yourself out of that. Yeah, do some you can do some mirroring exercises if you want. But yeah, I definitely feel self-reflection is absolutely needed right now. Like a lot of you are just, like I said, you're thinking in the 3D. You're too focused on the 3D right now. Go within. Go within. Just take like 5 minutes a day and just go within for that amount of time and just let it go. You know what I mean? Like just do some soul searching, right? Refocus. Refocus your attention back on yourself. Get out of the 3D for a little bit. You need the balance, yes, but some of you are just too much in the 3D right now. Okay? And remember, what is meant for you will not pass you. This includes towers, okay? We always think of this in you know, in terms of, okay, well, my person, or this thing came into my life because I was supposed to have it. But yeah, towers happen that way too, okay? If a tower is meant for you, if a tower is meant to happen, you can't avoid it. You can't avoid it. It's kind of like the runner chaser dynamic, okay? What you chase will run from you. What you run from will chase you. Just got this image of like tower on feet just running after me. That's absolutely terrifying. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm serious, guys. Like, it works both ways, okay? All right, guys, I sincerely hope this helped. If it did, please like, share, subscribe. Also want to let you guys know, I did put this on my community tab, but I do offer chakra clearings now. Okay, it's a remote service. It's actually a service that's included in the SRT, but this is just strictly chakra, and you can get it for yourself. You can get it for somebody else if you prefer. But they are now up on my shop, divinepisces222.com/shop. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.